Hello, hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. Gosh, I made it back. Are you happy to see me? I'm happy to see you. Did you miss me? I missed you. I hope you're all well and happy and safe. Okay, we're hanging in there here. All right, you guys. I have so much to share with you today, as well as a wonderful craft project, which is a guest design team project, which I know you guys are gonna love, by the Paper Cameo. And it's fall. It's sort of fall, but not really. It's kind of like fall colors, reminiscent of fall, but not. Now, I do have things to share with you that are brand new to the shop, as well as things that I completed, the finished projects that you guys have been watching off and on for the past month or so. And they're done. And so I want to show you the finish because a lot of you really love that. Now, if you're more interested in the project, then fast forward to the part of the video that you are interested in, because we all have the ability on YouTube to fast forward, whether you're on your TV or you're on, a iPhone, or you're on a iPad, or you're, whatever you got that you're watching it on, you have the capability to fast forward. So please do that. If this, what's new in the shop, as well as what I made and completed from other projects, doesn't interest you, okay? So there's something for everybody here, hopefully. So we're going to get to our project in a little bit. I'm going to set that off to the side. I do have an extra tray with me today. Hopefully I don't knock things on the floor because I need my workspace. Now, some of the things that I did complete, I don't know if I showed you guys. I'm sure I did. You saw me show you this Shakety Shake from Tim Holtz that I made in his workshop. Well, and I think I showed you the unfinished journal cover. And here's the cover, and it has a lovely fabric flip, which I probably showed you. And then there's two of the little cards that we did in a video. So this is it completed, completely done. This is sold. It's going off to its new home. Hopefully I'm going to package it up after the video and get it off to its new owner. It's a new, I don't like the word owner, but it's new home. Okay, so that one's done. I had promised to show that, and I had promised to show, I believe, these tags when they were completed, which they are done. And sometimes I can't remember what's what. So this is part of, this actually started out as part of the journal covers with a flip, a fabric flip that I'm going to be putting in the shop. This one's completed for someone. Okay, it's the only one I was able to complete so far. So let me put, I guess I could put it back in my little thing. This was our last video. It is completed. It's all done. This was made from 2 6x9 envelopes. It has the little flaps, and it's full of, well, this little tag, believe it or not, I made from a clothing tag. Can you believe it? I made this from a clothing tag. And so that was fun. And then it's got a lot of little ephemera. It's got doilies. It's got card in here. Let's see. It's got a card there. It's got doilies in all the colors there. It's got all kinds of little journal cards and tags in it that you can use to put in your journals. They're not heavily decorated or anything. They're just kind of basic things, but it is loaded. I think that this is, it's kind of, it makes a nice little gift for somebody who maybe wants to start. And then there's this piece. This is gorgeous. Yeah. And I put a little butterfly bling up there. And that's in the top pocket. So this one here will be going into my shop as soon as I get some photos of it. And then there's another one on the back. So you have quite a few pieces to play with. I think it's just really soft, really beautiful for those of you who like the softer colors. This really isn't spring. It's just sort of a shabby, but the thing is, it's roses. If you look at it's all just about garden roses. Isn't it pretty? And it's full of pearls and vintage lace and bling and the usual that we like to put on everything. So this one's all ready to go. Okay, so that's done. Then we were working on this in my very last video, I believe. I think this was the one. I can't remember which was my last video. Sorry guys. Oh, this was the one before this. So this was the file folder folio journal. And someone said, oh, I hope you're going to put a journal in it. Yes, I did. But this is what you're going to see. She is available if anyone's interested in her. She has a lovely tie, lots of pearls, very vintage looking. This is chapter 1 papers. This was my design project for them. And This is one of the cards that I made to go in here. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, I just love her. I used a lot of, these are from my, all of the photos are not from Chapter 1 papers. They are from my personal collection of cabinet cards. So we have pages. We have vintage lace. We've got places to write in the journal side. And then we just have regular pages. Here's another, like, this one is just a nice little envelope. I don't believe I put anything in the envelope. I think it's just a blank, empty envelope that you can fill. Oh, no, I do have things in there, but I'm not going to show it because I always like the person who gets it to have something that no one else has seen. And then we have just a nice basic journal card tag. And the pieces in here are vintage, with the exception of, like, this one is digital, but you know, I have some digitals. This is vintage, you know, that's vintage. Some of them are actually antique. This is the center. We've got another card here with some goodies in it. We've got another pretty little tag. Not pretty. This is wrapped around for writing. There's another card. Then you open it up and there's where everything lives. Okay, so we have a giant double belly band. We have a pretty card. And this little card I really love because, watch, you got a journal card here, right? You open it up and our journal card opens up way out. I used to make these all the time. I haven't made one in a while, and I thought, oh, that'd be great for this. Because I love the little card, but I wanted to give more journal space. So then I put a little... And then we have this one. Again, these images are all from my private stash. We've got some of my acrylic goodies on some of these. Not all of them, but a few. That one's going to go back there. This one's going to go in here. Aren't these gorgeous? I need to take a photo of these ladies. I never did. And then we have, this is a double card. Double tags with a little belly band on it. Isn't this cool? Made that with a little stud there. And then we've got this one. So you have a lot of writing space for this journal. I believe there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages. So 20, 30, 40. So there's 40 writable pages plus all of this space that you see here in the different journal cards and tags, right? Everything is like here. So you can see, yeah, it's got another one of my little things on it. So there we go. And you just close it up and there you have it. Isn't that gorgeous? Oops, I need to get my tag on the back before I let that go to its home. Hopefully it'll have a new home. Hopefully one of you is interested. Let us know. Just go to our shop, send Jolene a note. If you can't do it PayPal, but you really, really want it, let her know and she'll do a custom listing for you with the price and the shipping and all that. Okay. So, all right. So there she is. Now to go with her, I also made this little bitty piece. This is all fabric right here. And this is one of my ladies. And this, there's one of my acrylic danglies. And we've got some charms. So this is the thank you gift that goes with it. It also has a lovely little book that I created to go with it. And so this is a lovely set that you will receive if you purchase this one. Now also I made, because I was having such a great time with this Chapter 1 papers, and I'm sorry I didn't mention, gosh you guys, I don't think I kept out the name of the kits. I think it's Pink Summer Blooms and Pink Bouquet I used. And I made some beautiful vellum bags. And with the vellum bags, you have a bunch of starter. I made this great little card out of scraps. And then you have all these little bits and pieces, vintage. And you got a little notebook, plus got a little notebook in there to go. So there's 8 pieces, including the bag, that you can use in any journal or for anything you want to use them for. I have 2 sets of these available that will go into the shop. I need to photograph them as well. So these are, that's in the bigger one. And then you have all these little, that's embossed. And then you've got another antique page and a digital then you got a digital, but it's a little notebook. So they're all, and they're tied in. So you got that. So this is in this little kit. And these are great as a starter kit or just for fun, if you just like fun bits that you want to have. And then they're made in a lovely vellum bag from Chapter 1 Papers. This is her newest summer kit. Okay, so I made those. And of course, they don't want to go back in. So those are new. And then, oh yeah, I made this cute little thing to go with this. And it's full of stickers. So you get special stickers that go with this one. That's your thank you gift. That's whatever else I throw in there, right? Let me get out my laces and things. So hopefully all those things will go into the shop very soon. I'm hoping, look for them during the week or next weekend, by next weekend maybe, in the shop. But if there's something you're really interested in and you want to get a jump start, you're welcome to contact Jolene. Now, I have some gorgeous things that Jolene has listed in the shop already. These are ready to go and online. And they are laces. Oh my gosh, vintage. We found a shop to buy out. So there's this one. This is like, I love this more than anything. I have several bolts coming my way. Then look at this. Yummy. Perfect for fall. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Halloween. We've got these. I think this, Jolene said this was the set. You get these 3 colors. These are perfect for fall or Christmas or even spring. And these are cotton. And these come like this in the shop. So we have that and we have that. I'm going to be using these today. I'm going to put that aside. I don't think I'm using those. Then we have these 2 different laces for the holidays. We wanted to give you some gorgeous lace to play with at Christmas, but they're in early or fall. Burgundy. It's kind of a, I don't know if she put raspberry burgundy, and then this is like a winter mint, or I don't know what she called it, but forest. So those are in the shop. And then we have these for those of you who like the more shabby. We've got this beautiful crocheted pink cotton trim. Yum, yum, yum. I know I'll be using that. Not today, although I could use that one. That's kind of more like what I would use in today's class or craft. Okay. Like I said, these are all in the shop already. Go over and get them. Oh, and these are limited edition. Okay. All the laces like this are limited edition. When they are sold out, they are sold out, because we bought out a shop again. And once they're gone, they're gone. Okay. And we could only get limited amounts because there wasn't a lot left, but we got what we could get. So if you want something, go get it immediately. Don't wait. Hop on. We have this. Isn't this gorgeous? I love it because I see the hearts right here. Look at that. You could cut that apart and do some fun things with it. And then we have this one. Oops, sorry, I bumped it with my head. Ugh. These are creamy. These are not white. This is not a white. This isn't a white. And neither is this. They are not white. They're different layers of cream. This is white. See the difference? We'll talk that one in a minute. So, gorgeous. Here's another one. Let's see it on the right side. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, stunning. Okay, these are all limited edition. Every one of these, this too. Quite a bit of it, but it's still limited edition. When it's gone, it's gone. This is fabulous as pockets in a journal. You will see them in my journals, coming in my journals, as well as a great way to cover a journal. Then this is our waterfall, which we've had before. We've got it in silver. For those of you who said, I don't like gold, guess what? We got you silver. This is silver. It's pretty. It's hard to catch a light, but it's silver. And this one is our Christmas red. Great for Valentine's, Christmas, or anytime if you're a red girl and you really love your reds, this is the one to have. Okay. And then on my, oh, you guys, I did not turn my phone off. Oh, no. Well, let's hope I don't get knocked off. Okay. So this one is a dark green. This is perfect for fall or Christmas. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. So this is what is in the shop. And gosh, please. Oh, it's my friend Lorna Taylor. We've been chatting and I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, you guys. Oh, I don't want to have to do this video all over again. My fault. I was so excited to finally get a video to you guys because I've been really struggling to get a video in. Really, really struggling. So, hold on. I've been down. Yikes. So this is all the goodness in the shop. These are the bags. Some of them come in. and I wanted to share them with you. Let me pull these off the desk. I'm going to leave these few. Whoops, that's right. There's a few I was going to use in this project today. I think this one and this one maybe. I don't know, or this one. Okay, we might use some of these today. So, all right, let me pull these off the side, put them in that basket. Let me move the basket off my desk and off the floor so I don't fall over it, forgetting it's there. I'm very forgetful at times. Okay. All right, so fingers crossed, guys, we don't lose this video. If it cuts out, I'm not sure what I'll do. Whether I'll try to remake the video or just give up. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to put these off to the side because I may want to use them today in our project. And you can see them in action. This one is just yummy. And I don't know if there's any of, how much of this we have left. So you'll have to, and we have that because we just got these and we have that. So now for those of you who are fast forwarding, this is the point where you're going to go to our project. And today's video is sponsored by, I really shouldn't say sponsored by, but it is the design team project from Nicola over at the Paper Cameo. And we're going to be using 3 of these 6x9 mailing envelopes. Now we do carry these in the shop for those of you who don't have any, but you see I've made several projects already with them and many in my other videos. So they're definitely a to-use thing. So this is our shop name for those of you who are new. There is a direct link below the video that you can tap on. It'll take you to the shop to get what you need. Now the shop was designed for you so that you could get supplies that I use in my projects. It's not the other way around. It's like I was always making things. You guys say, where can I get it? So we came up with the shop to give you the things you want. So you don't have to buy 100 box of these because that's how many I had in my box. So although I can say I think I'm down to not very many. So the project today is made with these. So I wanted to show you this first. And here is our project. Going to move this off to the side. And here it is. Now it's not completed. What I did was I did all the cutting, all the gluing, all the things. So you didn't have to watch the tedious part. It is Velcroed there, and you have this giant pocket here, and you say, yeah, right, big deal. Okay, so what? But the thing about this is it is an actual journal. It has journal pages. Now, what I used here, this is from the 1700s, okay? This is vintage, okay? So I did use, in this, mine, and then these are coffee dyed papers. These are from the kit. Again, old. And then, okay, this is vintage. You can see the age on that. I don't know if you can, but you should be able to see the patina on that. I don't know if you can, but it's there. And then some paper from Italy. And then you have another one. And then you have this one. And you have another big pocket that goes all the way down. You turn the page. And then you have the back side of those pages. So these are actually wrapped in around this center page, okay? And I'm glad you didn't watch me try to put this together. It was a booger, and I missed half of it and had to take it apart twice. But again, so you have all the same pages because it's the other side of them. And then you have your little back, and then you have, again, another big pouch. So you have 3 big pouches. And here we have 12 pages, so it's 24, 48 places to write. And so it is a journal, and also it will hold any amount of ephemera, documents, pictures, whatever you're going to buy it for. A lot of people do fall journals. They have them from September through December 1st. They write their thoughts and things in it. Now, it is just tied with a ribbon so that if you wanted to take it apart and change the pages, you could. But I'll warn you, if you take it apart, you may never ever get it back together because you have a page. This set is wrapped around, this whole set here is wrapped around this one. And then you have the back one. And I had to needle my way. I had to punch. I did create a template. And I did not do this on camera on purpose because people would say it's too tedious. This is a guest book sampler envelope. And I did come up with my own. I scored it at about 1 inch. And I added, so then I punched my holes. I punched holes in each page separately. Then I had to work my needle through each one of these. I did have to use a needle to put these together. You could put this on rings if you prefer rings, if it would be easier for you, but it's totally up to you as to how you want to do it. Now to wrap those pages, I use some really big coffee dyed paper. You don't have to use them that big. They are 14 by 8.5 by 14, and they're kind of a legal size that I bought from Vintage Polka Dot Shop. Yeah, Vintage Polka Dot Shop from Emily. Many years ago. You would have to contact her and see if she can make you some or if she has any. I don't know if she still does, but I had them in my stash, so they were perfect for here. I did have to cut them down this way, but they worked very well. And those are my longer right here. These are my longer pages. Now, these were long documents. I did not fold them except up. I didn't have to fold the ends. I just folded them up to create a pocket. So I was able to use my really tall documents from Rachel at Roxy Creations and my music paper that I have that's vintage. I was able to create these pockets. Now, whether I fill those pockets or not, I don't know. I haven't decided. But again, this is my design team project. So I have lots of bits and pieces from Nicola over there at the Paper Cameo. You can see for us to play with and use in this journal. And I've cut out the ephemera. I've cut out all this, or fussy cut some of this. Some of this is, well, that's cut and ready to go. I didn't cut this one yet. I wasn't sure if I was going to use these or not. But I thought those would fit gorgeous in here, in these big giant things. Then your regular ephemera can go in these little pockets here. Now, this is only 6 inches wide. So any ephemera you make, you don't want it taller than 6 inches. So you can use your little bit smaller ephemera in some of the boxes in here. Now, I haven't added any other pockets or belly bands yet or side tucks. I thought we could do that maybe on the video. It is a Craft With Me, the Vintage Paper Girl Saturday. So we usually have a long video here. So guys, keep in mind that we may go very long. I have a message across my top and I cannot see my time. I have no idea where I'm at. So this could be a really long video and you may have to watch it in pieces or fast forward through the parts that bore you. Okay. All right. Now I've taken all my sinus medicine, so hopefully I'm not sniffling through the whole video. I'll try not to. But it is allergy season. I took my allergy meds, used my inhaler. I've done everything I can do to keep these little sinuses quiet. But I have had a perpetual runny nose for over 5 years. It never stops running. It's always running. So there's nothing I can do about it. All right. So here we go. And COVID made it worse a few years ago. So we're stuck with that. I'll do my best not to annoy anybody. And we will get busy here. So these are the things I have prepped. Now I have all kinds of things to use on it. We carry this in our shop. So if you need it, we have it there. I've got from My Scrap Cabin. There is a discount code for that for you. I've also got some lovely twill, if I want to use twill in a gorgeous colors. I've got 2 colors of that are fall-like colors. I went kind of scouring through my, my supplies to see what I had. I have more, but I just didn't really want to grab a lot of it. I have these wonderful ribbons if I want to use them. I have them in, I'm not going to be using green today, but that one might go well. I think that one would go well. What have I got here? Here's another one. It seems like these are, one's burgundy, one's kind of a gold, one's tan. We are going to have these in the shop. I don't know if these are in yet. I don't think they are, but they will be. You'll be able to get all 4 colors. Will be in the shop. We're going to also have some Christmas stuff too. So the shop's getting fully stocked for the holidays because in every August we start prepping for that. But I think I could use any of these today. So I'm going to put them out on my desk. I'm not going to use that one. That one just came in for me to use. So this is what I've got that I thought I might use today too. And lace, of course, lots and lots of lace. Now, what did I do with my laces? Did I bring them in here? Or did I get stupid and leave them elsewhere? Where were they? I brought them in. I was talking to Jolene. We were looking at everything. She was here while I was working on this. And we were grabbing all my laces. Did I put them back thinking I might not use them? Oh, dear. I thought I put them on my tray. Well, you know, your little buddy sometimes has a complete and total brain fade when she's working. And I think I did. I think I was cleaning up and thought, these laces go in this basket, because I was kind of trying to organize my lace mess. But, all right, if I need them, I'll get them, okay? If I don't, I won't. I've got all kinds of crochet lace that I feel like would work. Where did I put that stuff? Did I put it next to me? Let me look. Oh, I did. I put it next to me. Huh. Woo, I'm not completely crazy. Okay, so I've got laces galore. I've got all kinds of goodies. Now, my cover, I did add some foam tape to get a little, I don't know if you can see it, to get a little dimension here because I didn't want it so flat. And I haven't really done anything. I'm sort of kicking myself for putting the pages in because it makes it very hard to decorate these. I think we're going to be fighting to get these decorated if I want to do any more, even to decorate this. But we're going to try. If it gets too fussy, I'll just have to bite the bullet, take out the ribbon, and put this back together later and hope it goes back together. Oh, you know, I get ahead of myself because I didn't want to have to do all this crazy work with you guys. You know, it was like just going to be, I mean, this was a day's worth of work and, you know, I can't do a day's worth of video. I will not do part 2 or 3 videos any longer. They don't get watched. They don't create the numbers. YouTube doesn't promote them. They just sit and they don't even get shown to you guys. You don't even know they're there half the time. So just part 1 only. Okay, so let's figure out, I want to decorate this over here. I've got to figure out what do I want to put on the edge of my, do I want to use lace and add like a little bit of heavier trim? Maybe I like this color. I know it says gold, but it's like, it's that yummy sort of fall gold that I'm just madly in love with. And I think this would be great like on an edge. So if we put a lace on here and then we went here, I think that'd be really pretty. And then my thought is to add the leaf. So you're not going to see a lot of that, but I want to add the leaf as another dimension on the top to make it very full fall, or I don't. I mean, I can either use the leaves or leave them off. I'm just not sure. I'm kind of like, because that can always be added, I guess. Because I had fussy cut these leaves from the pages. And when I did that, and then I gold leafed the edges because I thought, oh, that'd be so pretty on there. Look at those colors, the burgundy, the gold, the cream, the brown. It's just yummy. I love fall. Fall is my absolute favorite time of year. I'm not a Christmas girl. I love Christmas, but I'm a fall girl. Probably because I was born August 29th, and that is right at the beginning of, at the end of the summer, but also going towards, yeah, I think I might use this one here with some lace over it. Maybe this lace, and maybe add another leaf. I'm kind of like there because see, this is the page that you see those leaves cut from. Yeah, I see this is going to be a problem. I wish I could talk to you guys and say, what do you think? Should I take it apart so we can decorate easier? I really wanted you to see it all together. And so I'm kind of thinking in order to decorate these. Okay, I'm taking because this is a booger to put together. I want you to know. See, there's the first layer. There's the second layer. And getting it through, I had to take a needle to get through all these pages. So guess what I'm going to do? There. Okay. And the pages are tied together, by the way. I did tie them in the center. They are tied. Now, I have to tell you, once you pull this ribbon through, the crinkle ribbon, it's pretty much no longer crinkly when you're done. See, it straightens out because you're pushing it through that. So what I had to do, I had a different color in there, and this was it, and I re-wet it, but it's still not as pretty as Erin gets it. So I don't know. You know, it's kind of like they're kind of lost after that. So they may go on tags. But, so we have taken these apart. Here we go. And then we've got this one in the middle, which I guess I don't have to worry because I did tie it in the middle. See, here's our pages. It's all tied. This is guest book style because if you think about it, when you go to a wedding or something, this is the way guest books are. They open from the side and they're long. I also used to see these in various portraits of ladies on their writing desk. They used this style of journal. It wasn't a long journal. It was either a long, narrow journal this way, or it was a horizontal, but it was long. It was never book shape. I don't know. I guess we Americans or someone adopted that and we've kept it ever since. But in some of the paintings and things, you can see they are definitely in a different orientation. So what I want to do is I want to cover each of these pages. I want to add some pockets or something. I'm thinking a belly band on here. I would love to see a belly band here. And so I have to look at my scraps, which I do have, because I did cut off a lot, but I've already used a lot of the scraps to cover my envelope flaps, right? So you'll have to bear with me. I'm rusty. I haven't done a video in over 2 weeks. It's going to be like almost 3 weeks since 2 weeks. It's been 11 days since you've seen a video, but probably another 5 days. It's been about 15 days since I made a video. So I'm very, very rusty. I hope you'll bear with me. I would love to put something on there, but I think I want something a little more striking, right, than that. Now, I have not shown you the kit because I've cut it up. It's all cut up. Like, I don't have a lot left that I haven't cut. I have rerun a few pages a couple of times. I think that might make a lovely one. That's part of the kit. I'm looking to see what I have that I think, I mean, what I'll do is I'll pull out the ones I haven't used yet to show you parts of the kit that hasn't been used in the journal so far. I think that's, do I have more? I think I used that one, I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't used a lot of these. Okay, well, there's some used in here and some aren't. Okay, so this is the journal. These are some of the journal pages. Aren't they stunning? Okay, so there will eventually be photos on Instagram, but not till the project's done. And then on Photograph, then I will put them on there. But what I want to come up with right now is these are all gorgeous pages that we haven't. I'm going to put those off to the side because I'm not going to see. Let's put those up here. Where's the page we're working on? I want a belly band. And I'm trying to figure out what do I want. That would be a cool belly band with the roses going across it. I'm not sure how much you would see of it, but if I doubled the page, because these are all just the 32-pound printer paper. I don't have any green in this, so I'm not sure I would want green. I don't have any butterflies. I do have this one, which I really like this. Maybe I'll do that piece. Let me see. It's that or Where to Go. Hello, where's my roses? Or that one. Okay, so that's what we have to play with. And I'm trying to decide, do I want roses or do I want this one? I really like this one. And you don't have to go all the way across because this isn't, nothing from here over, no, there's an inch over you don't see because that's where you're putting it together. So let me put that aside. I can, oh yeah, and then there's that one. That's really dark. I might use that on another page. So, I mean, it's not that the other ones aren't going to get used. They are. Oh, here's I was going to go pull out my cutter and it's right here. Let me move some of this away from me. All right, let's go. Let's get busy. Let's do some work here. What I want to do is I want to get this cut. I'm not using the blue parts of this kit or the green parts. So, although I could use that, that's pretty, you know, but I have this blue-green. I'm not using that in this particular journal. Normally, that is a color I would gravitate to first, right? You know me. I love those colors, but I'm a fall girl. I decorate, well, when I'm well, I decorate my house front to back, top to bottom in fall, the whole downstairs. It's kitchen, the family room, dining area, front room, all get fall decorated. Pillows, blankets, the works. I am a fall girl. My front porch, all the neighborhood loves it. Yeah, that might work because it'll go if I pull it out just a little bit, it'll go partly in there. Now, with my wider laces, let's not use that one. I brought some with me, right? Didn't I? 1 minute. Let me grab my tray. I moved it. I gotta bring it back. Okie dokie. Let's see what we can do. Oh no, someone's sending me a message again. Let's hope it doesn't kick me off. Let me check. Oh boy, let me check. Make sure I'm still recording. Lorna, let me tell my friend that I am doing a video. 1 second. Because eventually it will kick me off and then we'll lose our video. So making a video, see you later. Okay. Miss Lorna Taylor, Taylor Made Journals, my buddy. Okay. We chat quite often. So, all right. Hopefully she just answered me back, which means, oh, I have to keep an eye on that. I didn't lose it. It's not her fault. It's mine. I was in such a hurry. My fault, my fault, my fault. Hi, Lorna. I'll have to tell you, watch the video. You're in it. And unintentionally in it. I love this in because it has all this beautiful gold and it looks like gold. She does such a, I will say Nicola does an awesome, awesome job in what she does because she gets everything to have so much dimension. It looks so cool. Oh my gosh, it's just fabulous, right? All right, now I've got these really wide laces. This one's very brown. Let me try this one. Which is what I want. I want something kind of, I want to put some lace behind it so you can tell there's something there. Otherwise, it's just going to look like a piece of paper on a piece of paper. And that's kind of boring, right? So let me get, yeah, that might work. Let me get something. Let me pre-cut that. Let's get some scissors. Let's cut this right here. All right. I'm creating a huge mess next to me. Yeah. So let's get this glued onto here and then we can put it on there and it makes a nice belly band. If you want to tuck in a card or something, I just think it'll be really lovely on there. Do we want to go that way or do we want to go? No, let's go this way. Looking for my top and my bottom. And I will take the lace. Oh no, I won't take the lace all the way over because it'll get in the way of the holes. And I do not want anything else to interfere with that. Oh my goodness, that's just a crazy town. Let me see how far this piece of paper goes. That's going to determine where I cut it. Yes, 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 it will. Okay, so what are you guys up to? What have you been doing since I've been gone? Anything exciting? Anything wonderful? New? Making anything fun? Anybody doing fall? Now, the reason I'm doing fall is because all of my contemporaries, and when I say contemporary, I mean all of my, a good amount of my journal making, video making contemporaries, buddies, we all make videos, are doing fall, have stepped up to the fall realm. Now, I just finished my summer journal, which was the one for chapter 1 papers, and now I am working on the one for, which is a fall style for, and it's called Carmelle. C-A-R-M-E-L-L-E. I don't know if it's Carmelle or Carmelle. It's not Carmella because there's no A in it, but it's Carmelle. I'm going to say that's how you say it. Unless that's a European pronunciation and I'm not saying it right. Carmelle? I'm going to say it's Carmelle because she usually uses ladies' names. Just very different. So very excited to, she sent it to me. Very excited to have it. I guess I want to go all the way across because I don't want anything messing with it. Many of you said you love the decorating. Others say you like to see how something's put together. But honestly, I show you how I took it apart. So that gave you the how you put it together. And you have watched me cover a million different folios and envelopes and journals. So you all know how to cover. You don't need a lesson in that. You are all very brilliant. And if you've been following me for a long time, proficient at it too. You all know how. I know you do. You can go back and watch any of my last videos where I'm covering things and you can see how I do it and what I do. And I just use the same process on this that I've used on every other video I've made something in. Okay, so I thought maybe jazzing it up some and creating it and finishing it or trying, well, I doubt I'll get it finished. It won't get finished. It'll get pretty close, but I mean, at least I'll have some decorating done. Yeah, no, it won't get, oh no, that won't work. I have to use, I snapped off my thumbnails past the Quicken. Oh man, it keeps wanting to bleed. I know, of course, that was just before the video. Don't have a Band-Aid on it. I think it's not going to bleed. We'll see. Any more than it already did. Yes, I sniffled. Sorry, that bothered somebody so bad they told me off. Okay, so let's go here. You know, I know people would love it if I edited my videos, but I don't do perfect videos. I've told you that a million times. If you're new, I don't do perfect videos. I just do, you get what you get and you don't complain. You, as Tim Holt says, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Here, this is real. I'm inviting you into my studio to craft with me. I'm not doing perfect how-to tutorials. If I was, it would say tutorial on it. Okay, so I want to pull that tight because we want to be able to put, let me grab something out of my lovely pouches. I did a lot of pre-cutting. There wasn't a lot. It wasn't a heavy ephemera kit, so I don't have like billions of pieces to use, but I have some. So what this would be is that you could put some ephemera here, and then if you wanted to add another one, you could put some there, right? So why didn't I round that corner? It's like I forgot. I must have, oh, I was talking to my daughter on the phone, so I probably got distracted or got interrupted, because I know my hubby interrupted me a couple times to ask my daughter something. We're talking about the girls' school schedules. Oh my gosh. Well, one of them. The other one's starting her college courses really quick here, so, but she's at home doing it, where the other one is, a lot of her classes don't require her to be in school, so she's going to do all those from home for the first year as a freshman in college. It's a graphics art, it's a San Francisco school for the arts, and so it's a trade school college, and so she's doing that from home. But the other one is now a freshman in high school. Oh, that can't be Jolene's baby. Oh my gosh, you know who Jolene is. She's my daughter if you're new. So we have this lovely, you know, this is where you can put bits and pieces, okay? So that is that. We've got that on there. Now we could add something here if we want to jazz it up. Do I have something I want to add there? I could. I did cut out all of her bits and pieces. That's really pretty. I actually cut extra pieces out of some of the scraps. Yep, that works. Okay, these are all just bits and pieces. This is the actual ephemera. Let me ink this up really good. And this is my decorating process. Sorry, I cannot not sniffle. Sorry, guys. I can't help it. Otherwise, you're going to see drips on the page, and that's going to be too gross, right? I don't think you want to see that. I know you don't want to see that. Now, I'm self-conscious. I wish you guys would just kind of go with the flow with me instead of pointing stuff like that out. It just takes away it makes me self-conscious. It takes away my confidence, and then I don't want to do videos. I wish you guys, not all of you, but those of you who feel it necessary to point things out, or you're irritated because you don't like something, you have to realize that the minute you open your mouth about that, I'm self-conscious, and now I don't want to do a video. Okay. I have smaller ones. Let me see. I made some smaller cards and smaller ephemera by putting 2 up on a page. So if you need smaller things, you can take the same kit. I just made all the same pieces smaller so I could have them to play with. Ooh, is that 1 inch? Ooh, that's smaller than 1 inch though. Is that like 3/4? Because I think I have a 3/4 one. Let me look. Yeah, this one's 3/4. I don't know. Is that going to be too small? No, I don't think it is. I did print on both sides so that they're backed if I need to have them back. Oh, I just cut that with fabric scissors. Naughty girl. They're not going to, well, they really weren't bought as fabric scissors, but they're so sharp. I love using them for fabric. So if you want to punch the smaller one, you can. What I wanted to do was use this one with that one in the middle. There we go. I wanted to make a little more fun Or we could do it the other way. Let me try this. See, this is what happens when I'm creating. This is what I do. I'm by myself, or I'm talking to Jolene, and I get these ideas, and I think, well, what if I went like this, and what if I went by like that? But some people get really frustrated with that because they like want me to know what I'm going to do, and they want it all laid out. Well, that's not how I craft, people. That kills creativity. It really, really, really does. And once that's dead, it's dead. It doesn't come back easily. Okay, so like that, we could do that. All right. This is me going crazy with the creativity, right? Let me find that. I have this little bag. I keep these in because they migrate into the garbage can, as you've seen me do many times. You've seen me pop that onto the floor, into the garbage, and you're going, well, Laurette, you just threw it all away. Not intentionally. But yeah, I just did. I'm thinking I want another band here. Either a skinny lace or a velvet. I have, one second. I'm not going anywhere. I'm really right next to my desk. Literally, it's part of my desk. But I can't reach it from my chair. So I do have to get up, unfortunately. And I have this 1.5 inch velvet that I like to use. I make all kinds of things with it. And I'm, ow, my thumb. I'm after this. Ooh, that's pretty. Burgundy's too dark. That might be okay. I use that a lot. I'm going to be out of that. Nothing flat. I'll probably have to just order that separate. Because when I ordered this, I ordered a case of just all the different colors, right? Because I use so many different colors, as you know. Let's see. I was going to do this one, but I think that's too skinny. I don't know. Let's see. Is it too skinny? I have a big old thing of this. Yeah. Let me look. Does that seem like it's too skinny? Maybe. Let's try this one. Okay, this is my process. This is how I do things. This is how I create. I will think of the things that would look good on there, grab it from my stash. Oof, that's pretty, huh? There is definitely, you can see the difference. I mean, the contrast is very right out there. I don't know if that's the contrast I want. I'm getting a pile, you guys. You see this mess next to me, you'd be like, and it wasn't there less than a minute ago. Alrighty, let's look at this one. I was looking for one this color in my velvets, and no, I don't have one that color in the 1.5 inch. This is, I think, the 3/8 inch. We used to carry this in the shop. I'm not sure if it's still there. You can look if we have that velvet anymore. I really don't know. Because honestly, some days things are there and some days they're gone. Oh, I like that too. I mean, I could be really extra and do that. Oh yeah, let's be really extra. What the heck? Why not? You only live once, right? Only live once. Let's be extra, extra today. Let's be extra, extra. We unraveled it. I mean, we unwound it. We might as well use it. Right, ow, right through my thumb. Okay. Yeah, when I was putting the needle through this, yeah, I got my thumb. Oh, you know. I told my daughter, because we were trying to figure out how was I going to get it all together. And I said, well, honey, I only went through my thumb once. She said, oh, that's pretty good, Mom. She knows her mom. Her professional seamstress mom, who's always, you know, pushing the envelope and, you know, ends up skewering her thumb. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Now, I don't know if I just want to put them on the end. Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. I'm not going to put a bunch of glue on it. I really don't want a lot of glue on it. So let's just put some here, and let's put some here. And I have to be careful about here. The wind's up again. You can probably hear the chimes, even though I have the window closed because it's 98 degrees out or whatever it is. I don't know. It's pretty warm out. It's been hot the last few days, warm and sunny. Because when the heat comes in, it pulls in the fog off the bay. So we always get these great, fabulous afternoon breezes, which cool it down and allow us to sleep at night. Aren't we lucky? Not every place where it's hot, like we were going to move to a place called Roseville, which is above Sacramento, which is our capital of California, Sacramento. And we were going to move up there, and because it's nice and warm, it would be good for my arthritis, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't cool down at night. And I said, oh, if I can't have that cool breeze at night and my house doesn't cool down and I have to use an air conditioner 24/7, I don't think I would like that. That's why we don't live in Arizona. Doctor said, well, that'd be good for your arthritis and stuff. Yeah, but it's not good for my migraines, and that's the problem. So it's like, well, you got to pick your battles. That's going to sit up, which is great because we want dimension, and we're getting it. This is how your friend's mind works, her creative mind. Now, you're not going to see this, so I have to figure out where my middle is because this much of it is gone. So it's going to be off center. It may be off center. I was trying to put it in the middle, then I realized, well, you lose an inch over here, right? So now for this, let me see. Whoop. Throwing things on the floor again. Don't do that. Oh. Sorry, guys. Hold on a minute. I've got tape stuck to my ephemera. No. And if it pulls off the color, it'll ruin it. Oh, let me get that off my desk. Onto the floor you go. Ouch. Ouch. All right. I'm putting back some of those things that are, I'm having to straighten my desk a little bit because I've got an avalanche going, and I should call it a craft avalanche going. I'm going to get out some foam tape, and I'm going to put some foam on the back of this piece. And I'm going to cut it off here. Have you guys ever watched, I don't know, are any of you into comedy shops? There's this comedian called Leanne. And she now has a sitcom that Netflix came up with. And it is the funniest thing I've ever watched. No dirty words. It's not nasty. Just clean comedy. And she is hilarious. She talks about menopause and hot flashes. And, oh my gosh, I can like relate. And then couples, trying to date. Like one spouse leaves the other, and then they're trying to date at their age, and, I have to tell you, I've never laughed so hard in my entire life. I just howled listening to her I was watching her on, it could have been YouTube or Facebook or something. And then I found out she had a TV show on Netflix, and she has 16 episodes. I think we're through the first 12, and we did it one day. We were just having such a good time watching. They're not very long. They're, 20, 30 minutes. They're not long at all. They're really short episodes, but she's got some very good supporting staff or actors with her. Super cute. Love it. Okay, so that first one's done. So now when you turn the page, you're going to see this beautiful belly band, and then, you'll have your, where is it? Hello. Okay, what did I do with my journal pages? Does anybody see where I put those? Did you see what your crazy friend did with the journal pages? Did I put them next to me? They're not in front of me. Hello, where's the journal pages? Oh, come on. Did they walk off again when I wasn't? Did anybody see them making a break for it? Speak up. Did anybody see them make a break for it? There they are. So when you open that first page, this is what you're going to see on the other side. So I think that's really pretty together. All right. And I also think that needs a pearl in the middle. There I am doing it again, right? I'm not happy unless I have some bling, and there's no bling on there. So, I'm not happy. All right. Let me get one of my pearls. Let me get a pokey tool. Pardon my reach. It's hot today. Oof. This room's hot. I told my husband, it's hot up here. I'm turning on the air conditioner. He goes, why? I go, because when I close the door, it's so hot in here. It was already hot in here, and it's because the window got left open. He forgot to close it this morning. Because we leave our windows open at night, we turn the air conditioner off to keep our bill down. Because we can. Because it's nice here. Because we get that cool breeze. We don't run the air conditioner at night. Oh my gosh, you think my sinuses are bad now? Ooh, if I did that, I'd be sniffling forever. I'd make myself crazy. All right, so now we have this beautiful bit that we can put ephemera in, if I can find it on my desk. Oh, I should just keep it in front of me here. But we can put ephemera here, we can put ephemera here, and we can put ephemera back there. So you actually have a triple belly band. I have used some dimensional tape. Let me stand up so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I've used dimensional tape. So doesn't that look cool? Look at that. What do you think? I love it, huh? There you go. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, speaking of Lorna Taylor, I got her latest perfume stamping. I don't know if you guys know, but I collect these from Lorna Taylor, Taylor Made Journals. She doesn't list them in her shop. You just tell her, hey, I saw some, you know, different ones on perfume. These are rubber stamps. And tell her you saw it on my channel and could she make you one? And if she can, she will. It just depends if she has any or whatever. But this is the most current. And I did a journal that I sold. It was a journal folio, big giant one. And I used all of my perfume stamps that she's made. And oh my gosh, that came out so good. And in fact, they're on my Instagram page. So under Vintage Paper Girl. That's where I am on Instagram. Okay, so this one's done. So we're good on that. I'll decide what goes in that later. So that one's done. Now we do need to do this side. And you know, guys, I should have decorated this side before I did that. And we both know I should have. But, you know, what can I say? I messed up. So I made it hard on myself. But I got super excited because you know, when the creativity hits, you go for it, right? I think that's the one I'm going to use. I'm looking at my laces next to me. They're on a tray. I haven't left anything. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just got to find a new way to store these long, big, fat, wide laces. I don't have like lace cards for them, but I think I'm going to have to make some because really this is crazy, right? I keep them in plastic because lace collects dust and it ruins the vintage laces. And these are all vintage laces, every one of these that I'm working with. Like I said, we found a shop that she had minimal stuff left. She was closing it out. She had bought someone out and then she was going out. And so we went for it again, which we were hoping to find something fabulous. And we did. These laces are yummy. They're thin. They're not super thick. I'm almost thinking like that's too wide. So I would have to cut it down, which I could. That's no biggie, right? Or I cut it down there and then I add the other stuff I want to add, right? Wasn't I showing something? What was I showing? I was showing a couple laces. I showed one lace. What was the other? Oh, the cording. Then yeah. All right, let me cut a piece off. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is not going to work much longer. That's killing me. That's killing me. That's just not going to work. I'm throwing that bag over too. I don't want that stuck to everything. Okay, so we've got that. All right, so I want to put the scallop edge here, or do I want to put it here? And then I could put the braiding there, do the reverse of what I was going to do. So if I do that, and then I put the braiding, this is the braiding, I call it braiding. I think I forget what it's called. I'm drawing a blank today. Hemp? No, I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. It's a trim. I used to use it on lampshades and pillows, and it's an interior design uses these. And I have, of course, I think I liked it better going. Don't mind me. Just let me play for a minute. I don't know. I'm making a huge mess. Oh my gosh, you should see my desk. You'd be like, really, Laurette? Yeah, I kind of like this one. I'm going to go with this one. I know I cut that other one, but it's no biggie. I've got 3 pages I got to cover, so it's no work. No worries. Okay. This is in the shop, so, and it's gorgeous, and there's only limited amounts. Okay, and I keep saying that because people say, oh, I went to get it, and it was gone. It's like, yeah, I try to make sure I tell you when something is limited edition. It says so on the listing, usually. Now we're trying to be more direct about if something's there's not a lot of something to let you know. We are out of Sugar Bell bottles for the moment. Sugar Bell stopped production for a bit because they were bursting open here. They're not made for glue. These are made for icing, and the pressure was blowing the bottom out, splitting the sides, or somewhere in the top they were leaking, so they pulled them from the market. You can get the 8-inch, but you can't find the 4 inches. We did find another company that makes these bottles. They are just as pliable. They work just as well, but we're even out of those because the Sugar Bell's out. All the companies are getting sold out really quick. So you'll just have to watch to see if they come back in for those of you who need them. You might find them somewhere. Somebody might have a stock of them. You can find an 8 ounce, but I like the 4. The 8's too big. It's too hard on my hands. So that's the skinny on that. You're going to have a hard time finding it anywhere. So they pulled the production on it. They're remaking them. So it just depends on how long it takes them to get back into production. I've had 2 of them split at the bottom recently. So I think the glue eats them. But from what I understand, even the icing that's heavy and thick for cake decorating, because these are cake decorating bottles. Cupcake, cakes, cookies, you know. But we've all adapted it for glue. But it's not made for that, and it's not made for anything other than, you know, confectionery. But these are the Sweet Sugar Bell bottles, which we've adapted, and they work fabulous. But we do carry another brand, but we're out right now, I think. You'll have to check the shop. Whatever's there is there, and that's it, and then we're out. And then if we come across them, if we can find somebody, distributor who has any, that nobody has any. Everybody we were buying for is sold out. We do have bottles that are just plain. They don't say Sugar Bell on them. And they are just as good. So I think they're just as good. They're not, maybe not quite as thin, but that's a good thing because you do not want that leaking glue all over your desk, which mine was doing, and I kept squeezing it. Couldn't figure out why nothing would come out. Remember I was complaining? It's because the bottle had a hole. Now I'm trying to get my Fabri-Tac to thicken up, and what you see me doing is I'm closing this up so it doesn't unravel. That's what you see me doing here. So I'm going to put that on, like, to see where I need to cut. Okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to put that on there. I'll have to glue that on some more. I thought I had a lot of glue on here, but I don't. I see it's moving around way too much. Make it my... There we go. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. And then what I do is I look to see, let me grab, where's my, do I have them out? Where's my little scissors? Did I already pull them out? Oh, come on, you guys. Where did they go? Where's my little scissors? Huh. I wonder where I dropped them at. Oh, there they are. Hello. These are my glue scissors. They already have glue on them, so, but they won't cut that. So I'm going to have to use something heavier and get glue on them. But I've got enough glue that it won't unravel there. And I did a bad job cutting that, so I'm going to have to fix it. The bad part about this is once it unravels, it is a booger. You really want to use your glue on it. And then I'll trim it up once the glue dries a little bit. Oh, you should see me when I was making pillows and things. Oh my goodness. That was something. Pillows and lampshades, and I did a lot of interior design work, making things for interior design, and that's my specialty. And so I love putting this on chair cushions and oh, the works. Okay, I will add some glue to that. Yes, you're going to get glue on your hands. It's okay. Just kind of make sure it's got to the edge. But isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Love it. Okay. You can wrap the edge with a piece of tape, which I will do before, you know, I put it away for the night. Put it down next to me. Better keep that next to me. I'm working on that. Might be done with this one and this one for the moment. I'm going to keep that upside down so it's ready to go. Put my scissors over here. These back. Okay, now we've got this here. My intention is to put this on here. Yes, I did just cover it up. You're right. I would have to decide which way I want to go. The thing is, I don't know if it would be, if I glue it on, can I still, yeah, I can if I do it right. I won't cover her face, but it will be, she'll be kind of hiding in among the leaves. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I want anything else on here. I'm thinking I do not. I want to keep this fairly plain. I mean, it's fall. I don't want to over... I do have gold though. I think gold is going to be my color on here for sure. Maybe not overly bright, but I mean, I do have, give me a minute. I'm not anywhere. I'm still sitting in my chair next to you. I'm just I'm bending over my lace cart. I do have like gold sparkles. And I'm going to have to think about these two things. They're not set in stone yet. Let me finish decorating for a little bit, and then we'll see. Gosh, I wish I could check the time. Oh, I think I'm at an hour. I think I'm at an hour, guys, because I noted when I started, and we're at the hour mark. So we've done this much. Let's go to this page, and let's decide. See, that's pretty, but I feel like it's unfinished. So I do like the leaf. I just can't. Oh, yeah, there's this leaf, too. I do have a smaller leaf. I could put the smaller leaf on there. That is a possibility. I could do the small leaf. Maybe just glue. I did stiffen it up with some cardboard on the back. Heavy board. I could glue that on there like that if I wanted to have less. It's got a strip in the middle too to keep it. That one's so big. I don't know. That was the plan. But sometimes you have a plan in your head and you go, no, I really don't like that. And then that's it. You're done. You've made your decision and there's no going back, right? Now, that piece I feel like needs something heavier. I'm going to grab a little bit of my golds to see if there's something I would like on the edge of that better than what's there. Ooh, that's sort of a fall-like color. That might be a little too much. I don't know. What do we think? Is that too much? I don't think it's too much. I'm just scrolling through my golds here to see what I have. Maybe that's too bright. I don't know. I think that's okay. I think we'll stick with this for right now. We'll see what I want to put on there. I really like that, but it's wide. That might be cool. Let me have that. That's not good for that page, but you never know. Might go well there. We'll see. All right. Now, the thing to do is to look at your journal that's going to go in there. And if this is here, okay, so this has this page in front of it, which does kind of lend itself to that taupier color. The gold's okay. I have another one of these that I like better, but I'm just not sure if I have it readily available to me. I'm looking to see if I have something more like fall looking that I could use on there. This is pretty. I wonder if this would go. This might be crazy though. This might be a crazy thing. Let me see. And because it's not all just straight tied in. So you're gonna have that page, you're gonna have that. Could use something that has these balls on it, really. Ooh, look at that, that's pretty. I don't know. That's a lot though. That really is a lot. That's more of a cover. Actually, that's more something that would go on the cover. I don't know if it would go with this cover, but it's something I bought because it looks so pretty online. And then I get it and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at those big pearls. We're going to say pearls. Big pearls. There's big pearls there. Big pearls. Crazy. I mean, it would look lovely on here too. If this was your cover, this would be gorgeous on there. Oh my gosh, that would be so pretty. I didn't pick that as my cover though. And my cover, I don't know. Would that look good on there? See, I'm going down the rabbit hole. This is what happens when I decorate, guys. This is what happens. Oh, yeah, I like that. But if I didn't have the other gold on there. But no, it's not quite the right color. It's more for that other page. Definitely is a little too orangey. And the other page, this is more golden, brown, burgundy, rust. It's rusty color because that's not a true burgundy because I put burgundy and wine merlot colors up to it. No, it's sort of it's like a brick red almost, which is awesome for fall. So let's try this one. I know I have some other gold. It's kind of pretty. I know this is a good one, but it's so big. I guess I could wrap it around. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't have to. It's wide. See how wide it is? It's too wide. And this is more gold. This isn't as brown as some of the other. Like, it looks great with that, which, ooh, I could have used that on there. Didn't even think about it. But, yeah, no, that's not it either. So we're more with the golden color, I think, on that. And you have to, when you're picking things out, you have to look at it and say, well, yeah, this is sort of brown here, and it looks good here, but it doesn't look good next to this. And so you have to look at, well, what's it going next to, right? So neither one of those do. They don't look great. They don't, at least for me, they don't. But, I mean, your style might be perfect, right? So kind of got to go with what you love, not what I love. And I did see something here I thought might go. It's not overly bright. No, not you. Go back where you came from. Let go. Come on now. Everybody wants to be in the book. Everybody's pick me. I want to be in the book. Pick me. All my supplies are yelling at me. Pick me. Oh, there it is. See what happens, guys? I know it takes me a while and some of you get frustrated with it, but look it. When I get the right piece, it's the right piece, right? Shoot, I would have to cut one of these in half. I hate to do that. Ugh. I'll cut it here. So we leave that one to be used later. Okay, and this is an extra piece from something I was making, or it was the end of the bolt, maybe. I can't remember. I'm going to put this on here. I have a lot of lace to put away. Oh my goodness. Oof. Okay, we're just going to put that over there. But I like the idea of lace behind it. Do I want to use that same one again? Maybe. Maybe this time we go this way. It's not the cover, so it doesn't matter. No, I don't like that lace behind it. Isn't that funny? I thought I would. What about if we use... No, I guess I would just use this and not put anything behind it. But the question is, which way do I want to go? Do I want to go that way? Maybe I do. Yeah, maybe we'll go that way. I like that. Okay, so we're well over our hour. We're probably going to go hour and 20 like we usually do, maybe an hour and a half. It's up to you. You can watch this in bits and pieces and dribs and drabs. Fast forward. But sometimes when you fast forward, you miss, why did I pick that and what's the technique for putting it on? I scribble it on. Oops, I see something I don't want to see. Where's my little scissors? There they are. If I glue that down, let's not glue down something we don't want to see, right? I have to bring this a little closer to me, guys. I cannot see it way over there so that you can see it. Then I can't see it, and I'm putting it on terrible. And I get done with the video, and I go, what the heck was that? What did I do that for? All right. And I'm going to have to trim that just a hair. I will have to trim that over here, which I hate to trim lace. I just want to keep all of it. I want it all. I want it all to be on there, and it doesn't all fit. I'm a lace girl. I called myself vintage paper girl before I knew I was, well, I've always loved lace, but I didn't realize how much I loved it till I found I could play with it every day if I wanted. Yay. I mean, I sewed with it, but lace went out years ago with the 80s. Hasn't really been back in clothing or anything else. Even in, yes, the shabby chic world uses a lot of lace. And that's why I was so drawn to that when I first... And I've always done shabby chic. Lots of lace, lots of rosettes, lots of pearls, lots of bling, lots and lots of bling. Lots and lots of bling. My room here has a ton of bling in it. Well, I did when it was a sewing studio, not so much now, but I miss my sewing studio. Okay. I don't know what I did with the lid, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, yes. Woof. For a minute, I thought I put it on the wrong side. Because it was like this. I'm like, oh no, what did I do? No, it does look good with that. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. And I'm not going to add an envelope or a belly band or anything to this. I just think it's fine the way it is. If I needed another pocket, I'd put a clear pocket on it. But I'm not going to. I just think this edge is plenty. The only thing would be is if I wanted to add like jewels right here or pearls or I'm looking around my desk to see, or my room to see, what else could I add on there? Because most everything's within my eyesight. Well, not everything, but most things. Okay, why is this unwinding on me? I hate that. Let's see if we can tuck that in. I'm going to have it all over the floor. Okay. That'd be heavy gold, wouldn't it? That would be like gold heavy. Although it's very pretty. Something else to think about, right? Do I want to add more braid? Do I want to put pearls here? Do I want to put a sparkle trim? Let's see, what else have I got? Looking at my desk to see what's here. I just don't feel like, I thought I would use this, more of the creamy crocheted, and I just don't think that's cutting it with what I'm making here. Because this is going to go right in the middle. Yeah, see, that all looks good together. You guys, I don't know if I should round these corners or not. I don't know place. That's pretty there. That's pretty there. I just have to decide, do I want to add anything? Now, I feel like this is very regal. I don't know why. Maybe it's that building. I'm not sure. Looking for something. Uh-oh, sorry. There it is. That's what fell on the floor. Is the thing I was looking for. Perfect. Perfect. I was thinking maybe, this is probably overkill and doesn't quite go with this, but I was thinking, well, it's regal looking, so I was going to stick a crown there, but I think that's too much. Too much. That is way over the top, so that's not going to be good. I could put a gem there, though. Let's see, what do I have? I just bought a bunch of new stuff. I got to stop buying stuff, guys. I'm never going to use it all. It's not going to happen. Not gonna happen. I need to have my hubby do some cutting for me. Just a minute. I didn't leave. I have stacks of jewels for making jewelry. I mean, making all kinds of things. And so I was looking to see if I had like a gold in these. It's not big. It's not really big, but it's not little either. Oh, maybe this. I was thinking like something like that. No, it's too fancy. It needs to be more scroll work. Okay. I'm going to have to look through my vintage stuff and see what I've got that would look good maybe there. So I'm going to stop for that. That one doesn't need any more for right now. We are getting so late. Oh, shoot. I cannot see. Darn it. All right. So we've done that. And I know there's going to be something else here. I just don't know what. I mean, I could, if I want to keep it papery. Just a minute. Did I put that up there? No, don't go falling on the floor. No, no. Avalanche. It's craft-a-lanche. It's called a craft-a-lanche, like an avalanche, but it's your crafting supplies hitting the floor. Ah, yeah, there we are. Oh my gosh. See, we're getting there. I mean, look at this. It's yummy, right? It's getting there. This one needs something else too. That needs something, but I don't know what. This is why I don't do tons of it online on here, because it takes me a while to figure it out. I have to think about it, ruminate, as I call ruminate. My other option is to go back to maybe one of these, put something like that on there. Or find a real, I do have some of the real buttons that are like that I could put on there. And actually, if I want to make this look more real, let me show you how we can do that. Well, we could put sparkles or pearls like in the middle, like we did on the other one. If we want to keep consistency through the whole thing, yes, that would be a really great idea. Let me grab this. Sorry, you're going to have to listen to that for a minute. I'll shake it down at the bottom, down far away from your camera. This camera either's it works great because it picks up all the sound, but unfortunately can also break your eardrums when you really don't want it to. This is the Decocolor Premium Prime, and it is a paint pen. It's a gold one, so for gold leafing, but it does smell. Someone asked, does it have a scent? Yes, it does. You have to open a window or you're going to get high as a kite. So, yeah, I've come out of a video before and gone, oh, wee. My husband's like, are you okay? Yeah, I think so. Just feeling really good. Enjoy my crafting. Even though it's hot out, I open my window because I don't want to pass out from the sun, right? I'll have a whopper of a headache when I'm done, but it's so fun. I love working with my paint pens. They are just yummy. All right, so we can give this that bling look we want. Come on, you. I wonder if I have two. I wonder if this is my old one and not my new one. I wonder, because it seems kind of dry and it's got all this gunk on it, which shouldn't have on there. My other one didn't, so I bet you I pulled my paint pen for a project and left it with the project. I have a habit of doing that. I need to stop doing that. I was doing a lot of gold leafing on something, and I was using gold leafing and rose gold leafing, and it came out really pretty. But I don't see that gold leaf pen, so I have a feeling this is my old one, based on how dry it is. But we still got some gold out of it. I don't know if you could see it. I'll hold this up. It's drying, so I'm going to have gold all over my fingers. But see the gold leafing we just put on there? That would be pretty on here. Right? So that may go on there with something under it. I want to think about what I want to build for that. Because I want to build up some layers. I want these to be very yummy. I don't want them to be flat. So I definitely want some dimension on the ends. And it's going to make for a very neat journal. Okay. So I'm thinking that this needs to be built up. And it may just be, it's going to go on another one of these to be consistent. Oh, that's kind of big. I don't think I have. Do I have a smaller one of that? I cut out a bunch of these. I did. Because I was cutting out the leaves, and when you cut out the leaves, they're sitting on this great paper. Oh yeah, that would work. Maybe I'll gold leaf the one behind it too. Okay, I'm getting there. We'll get there. It all just takes time, you know, nothing's like super fast, and decorating is an art. It is art. When you're decorating your journal, if you're going to do a lot of decorating, now you don't have to. Most journal makers do not do what I do. I'd say 95% of them do not. There is a small percentage, especially those who follow me and are now making their own journals and their own videos, who now add pearls and lace and gold leaf and decorate like I do. So many of you have started following me and are doing that in your work. But we are in the minority. We are not the majority. Absolutely not the majority. Most people don't do what I do. But this is my art, right? So, and then we can put that on there. And we can add that to there. And I would use a dimensional tape again. The foam tapes are great. And I just get them at Dollar Tree or wherever you want. I could also use a smaller one of these. I have smaller ones of these. So I may do that. I'm not sure. You know, we're at a... But those are gold leafed and ready to go whenever I want to use them. Because they're not... won't just use them on this. I'll use them on everything, right? So I don't... Oh, I have that. That's too big for that one. Yeah, no point in doing that. Yeah, I don't want to cover up that. That's silly, but it could go on there. We could do something like that. It's one of her stamps. Do that. All right, so we have all kinds of potential for that. I'm just going to have to think my way through it. And play and cut out some more things and, you know, cut out some of the smaller pieces that maybe I could use on there. I thought I would get further today, but that's okay. You know, we don't always get where we want to go. So you just got to go with the flow and create when you can and do what feels good to you. Again, this is the paper cameo, and doesn't she just make the most gorgeous, yummy, delicious kits? All of her kits, not just this one, but all of them are fabulous. And I do mean fabulous. So, you know, I don't think I've ever seen a kit I didn't like. I have a lot of them. long before I started doing guest design projects for her, which is what this is. This is a guest design project. And I should have cut that out before I cut all the stuff off of it, because now it's really hard to... Let me show you a trick. Take your pokey tool, pull it to the middle. It moved on me. It did move a little bit, but that's okay. We'll let it. Okay, so I have other things I can use in the middle there. So we're ready to go. And this is the 3/4 inch. Usually it's a 1 inch I use, but the 3/4 inch are fabulous because they let you put like smaller bits and pieces on there. And like if I wanted to do, like I just want to put one of those in the middle, or I want to put like that in the middle of that again, you know, that would look good. And then put a pearl in the middle of that. I mean, you got a bunch of choices, you know. That's the one thing about her kits is there's all kinds of goodies. And if you make them smaller, if you can adjust your printer, you're good enough with your printer, you can put a lot of really pretty things together. See all the things I just did with layering? I layer a lot. Layering is the key, I think. Layering's a big key. I mean, we could do these 3 layers and put them on there, and that would be all pretty too. So anyway, that's where we're going with that. I'm going to leave it for now because it's getting late and I'm tired. I'm getting a headache, so I think it's time to quit. I wanted to come back and say hello. I have not been making regular videos, and I don't know when that's going to happen again. So just watch Saturday videos. I'm going to try to keep up a Saturday video, but I will not guarantee it. So you see what we've done with this. We've created that. This one, I'm thinking I'm going to put a pocket over here somewhere. Now, there is a fabulous, I think it's too big, but I think the smaller version that I made, she has these gorgeous pockets. So what I might do is, I did make them smaller, 2 up, what we call 2 up, 2 on a page. And I think, let's see, I don't know if I have it where I can get it. Let's see. Do I? Yes. Okay. I thought I cut one of these out already. Oh, I did. So it is there. All right. Let me find it. I'm pretty sure I did fussy cut it, guys, or at least cut it down so I could. I swear I did. Ah, there's the smaller version. I am thinking I'm going to put this pocket on here. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Beautiful weekend. And I hope that you have a fabulous week ahead because, you know, it's another week, right? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to put this pocket on this corner because it's going to, well, it should be facing that, but it's actually not. It's going to be facing, what's it going to be facing? Where's my, gosh, I'm dreading putting this thing back together now that I took it apart. It's going to be facing, let's see. That's going to be facing that. I don't know. That might be too bright. It just might be too bright for this. I know I put this in here, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just put a tuck spot or something over there. I'm not sure. Because really your covers are where your fall is. This is your fall and this is your fall. And then you have the back. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But anyway, that's where we're at today, guys. Thank you for coming along and hanging out with me and giving me an opportunity to play and show you what's new in the shop and what I've been creating, and you know, to say hello since I've been gone for a bit. I hope to see you again very soon. You all take very good care of yourselves. I love you, and I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.